Hello and welcome to another episode of Tours and Tactics. Today we've got a triple threat of locations that we're going to do a little bit of exploring around. The first here is this supply camp at Umberglade Woods. It is a very wide open supply camp, and as you can see, all owned by the Reds, who took the time to upgrade this supply camp with extra guards and baddies that I get a little too close to, and it makes them very upset. But as with all supply camps, this one is pretty much standard. Big open, kill everyone in it, specifically the overseer, and take the supply camp once it opens up. That's pretty much this area. Our next area is Durios Gulch, which is another pretty generic tower sitting to the west of Umberglade Woods. It is a launching point towards Stone Mist Castle and the Ogrewatch Uplands, which we'll be exploring a little bit with the Ogrewatch Cut. But it is a pretty standard keep, and we're going to be exploring the area around it, avoiding the wolves. Wolves are bad. Oh, except when they kill a deer. So we check the back way. There is no destructible wall there, which is unfortunate, but we can see the Tower Lord up there. As always, pretty standard now, y'all know it. Kill the Keep Lord, take the tower. We got a destructible wall right there. And we have another destructible wall right there. We avoid more of the guards because, being red, they had a lot of money to burn. And I get their attention, as always. Wait a little. Oh, and we get attacked by drakes. So as we approach the keep, we can see the front gate there, and it seems like those are the only two destructible walls. So you pretty much have an option of the gate or attacking it from the east. The area around it, which we should be getting to in a moment, seems relatively open, and it's not really one of the most vital of keeps, location-wise. And the bridge is not destructible, which is very disappointing. It would be very neat if the bridge was destructible. Looking at it, you've only got the approach from the east side, with those two destructible walls, but it might be a good way to cut off supply if the supply camps, that specific supply camp, goes to Durios Gulch. And I have a feeling that that supply camp also supplies Stone Mist Castle. So this might be a nice little base of operations to cut off supply deliveries to Stone Mist Castle. Now we're going to teleport a bit as we approach the skill point at the Ogrewatch Uplands. Now it was pretty empty whenever I approached it, but it is my guess that, like the froggy people and our froggy brethren, you had to ally with the ogres to kill harpies, because this area is a harpy nest area. So I'm figuring you help the ogres by killing the harpies, and you get their help in killing your enemies. And I get this very delightful skill point right here as we approach Ogrewatch Cut, after taking a glance at the ogre area. Now I'm not sure, but I'm fairly certain that if the enemy controls the NPC camps, you can remove their control of the NPC camps by killing everything in the NPC camps. Which, I guess when you're being attacked by something, slaughtering everything in its home base is a pretty good strategy for ensuring that they don't attack you anymore. And there it is, Ogrewatch Cut. I actually like this view a lot, because you can see a couple of little details about the keep from this specific angle. Without even looking at the overhead map, this is actually a lot more convenient. If you look out across the land there, you can see that nice little back walk that leads into the Keep Lord area. There's not a way to the Keep Lord along the wall, which we'll do a walk around of it, of course. But that little pathway up there looks like it leads to the cliff on top, which, if you're defending, would give you a very nice avenue from which to defend, especially if the western wall there is destructible, because they will be setting up their siege engines within range of whatever little surprises you're able to put up there on the cliff. So as we resume it, we continue to take in the very lovely view, which, pausing it again, you'll kind of leads me to wonder about the possibility of setting up like a trebuchet or something up here and hitting the keep from up here. That is something I may have to try. Siege weapons are so much fun to theorize about. I really want to see how far they can go and what kind of interesting positions you can get them into. From my understanding, during the beta weekend event, someone managed to get a trebuchet on top of some of the houses that you weren't technically supposed to be able to get up on. Beta is beta, but it leads me to kind of wonder where else you can stick siege weapons to make them more difficult to attack. So as we resume, just continue to take in that lovely, lovely view. There's not many areas in World vs. World where you can really get a good view like this. And moose, rams, sort of the same thing except they're not. We got the gate down there. Very standard, guards chilling outside. Haven't targeted me yet, which is always a good thing. And that is a reinforced gate, I believe, because Red had nothing better to do than to upgrade their gates. And we're checking out the walls. And I'm being shot. And we got that destructible wall right there. It seems the other wall is not destructible, which is unfortunate. So we're going to fast forward a little bit, because I believe I attempt to see if you can reach that back path. You cannot. It is a sheer cliff upwards, which means they can fire down on you, which makes that nice flat plateau cliff area a valid place to defend from, but not really the best place to stand under when you're a lone char engineer walking around keeps that are owned by an enemy who outnumbers your side 2 to 1. So we got that nice little steep slope up there. Check around this way, see there's an approach. There doesn't seem to be one, but there is a Tower Lord, and there is the bridge leading to the Tower Lord, and a couple of extra guards. And it doesn't seem like that other wall is destructible, which is unfortunate. So, that is the Ogrewatch Cut. Our next episode is some footage that I found of myself and my friend Griffin attempting to assault a supply camp with one friend that we found. It didn't go so hot. So we're going to talk about what went wrong and what I intend to change about it the next time we attempt it. However, until then, my friends, as always, game on and take care.